Hello, racing fans. Welcome to round 2 of the Formula 2 Championship for BRL Season 2. I am your host, BRL Blue Flag, in the booth after quite a break, I call it. I am finally back, and I'm excited to commentate Formula 2 and especially Tier 2 tomorrow night. So we're at the Shanghai International Circuit tonight, and it is a wet qualifying. It's a one-shot qualifying race for this league. Once again, if you're just joining the stream now, thank you for joining. This is Formula 2, so the feeder series for Formula 1 in real life. But instead, it is just a own separate league in the Breakout Racing League. And it looks like we got everybody heading out on track now. Wow, okay, very difficult to kind of see. Everybody's on the wet tires, of course. So we got Beanfern, he's up in the front right now for his flyer. So is Boss Cookie, Deer Hunter, B-Dunk, Taylor, Sparky all up in the mix. Ham and Chandler, some two people that you think are really quick are surprisingly not up there right now. Which is actually kind of shocking to think of it. As it looks like Sparky's now on top. Now it goes to Boss Cookie. So very, very interesting here. Everybody's scrapping around. Considering it's a wet qualifying, pace is going to be a lot different than what you think it would be. Let's see what the qualifying result is going to be as they head towards the kilometer-long back straight. Looks like it's still Boss Cookie who is up near the front now. Ham Newton started to get closer as well. Be in mind, I do not know these team names or anything, so bear with me. It's the first time we've ever live streamed Formula 2, so. As he's heading down the kilometer straight, Boss Cookie and Ham Newton so close together. Can Boss Cookie get pole today in this one-shot qualifying? Be in mind, but it is 2 races, so there will be a reverse grid of the top 8, I believe, if I'm correct. Boss Cookie's heading down to the final corner. Is he going to be on pole? Is it going to be Ham, or is it going to be Sparky? Yeah, Sparky was up there for a bit. Boss Cookie runs a little bit wide. It's going to be close. Who is it going to be? It is going to be Ham Newton by 2/100th of a second. So an amazing qualifying there for Ham Newton to get on pole for race 1 here at Shanghai. Really fantastic result for him. As we're going to go over your qualifying results. So we have Ham Newton in first, Boss Cookie in second, Sparky in third, Taylor fourth. Memefern rounds out your top 5 in fifth. Ferrari, Chandler, Caspita, Deer Hunter, and BRL Maverick rounds out your top 10. And now for the bottom half, we have Hoopalicious, Hopalicious, I don't know how to, SF1 Roads, a Canada King, who is brand new to like sim racing, league racing as a whole, and Phantom, and I think we have one more down there. Might have not set a time. It was B-Dunk. He did not set a time. So it definitely will be interesting. I know B-Dunk does have a lot of pace in the Formula 2 cars. He does like them. So it looks like it's going to be a dry race 1 here. Should be a fairly interesting race. I personally haven't watched one of these league races yet. But from what I've heard, they're pretty interesting. As one start for race 1 of Formula 2. Looks like everybody's on the grid. And off for the formation lap they go. So, it's going to be a 16 lapper for the first race. Looks like Ham did fall back a bit. He let Boskeki take the lead for the formation lap. Is there? Oh, now he's getting past Boskeki. Is they're gonna be taking it quite easy, trying to get those brakes up to temperature and those tires the temperature as well, because you don't want to get your engine up to temperature, because then you start to lose a bit of power. So you want to keep it as cool as possible. And around the fast left-hand sweeper, that's gonna be definitely interesting in these cars, considering just how they drive and the lack of downforce uh, compared to the F1 cars that will just almost take it flat out. But once again, going down the order as they head down towards the third sector, you have a Ham Newton with the closest of margins, 200th of a second over Oski in second. Sparky is in third. Taylor Clan in fourth. Mean for fifth. Ferrarina in sixth, ahead of Chandler. And Caspita, who is he's actually at the start line, so he got disqualified from the formation lap. 309th. Maverick also got sent back. Hoopo, 11th. Rhodes, 12th. Canada King, 13th. Phantom, 14th. And B-Dunk, 15th for the grid. It looks like Cam Newton's coming around towards the final part of the lap to get ready for race 1. 16 laps here today for the first race of 2. Be in mind the top 8 do switch orders for race 2. As they're going to be getting lined up here for getting ready to go green at Shanghai International Circuit. We're waiting for that last car to come in. B-Dunk just getting ready to slide in. We'll move to Ham Newton's perspective as they're going to be getting ready to go. Waiting for those 5 red lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's go for the Shanghai F2 feature race. Ham Newton gets a wonderful start. So does Boskeki. Sparky slots in, and it looks like Ferrari is already up to 5th. See if we can see anything. Caspita up to 8th in the Campos car. I actually know that car, thankfully. Let's see, Sparky and Ferrarina. Wow, up to 4th already, 3rd already. Wow, Ferrarina with a wonderful start there for him. Oh, and it looks like Taylor kind of starting to really fall down there. Chandler is moving up to 5th now with Beamfern down. But once again, yeah, Ferrari now with a fantastic start. We're going to be heading into the third sector, right behind Boss Cookie. His Ham's going to try and start to stretch that margin out as much as possible. I know he does have a lot of pace, and I know last year, especially in Split 1, which is now Tier 1, he didn't have the best luck. He didn't really get to win a race. But hopefully, I know he does pretty well in these cars. He's heading down the kilometer-long back straight. You can just see all the cars filing in back there. As it looks like SF1 Rhodes is kind of far behind. I wonder if he has damage. It looks like he does have damage. He's kind of I can't get the best of looks. Boss Cookie and Ferrari are javeling. And somebody spun. It is Ferrari now. He's going to be dropping down the order now. Back down to 6 where he started. Is Casper going to be making a look at him? No, he's not in the Campos car. Cam Newton's going to be setting the first fastest lap. Is SF1 Rhodes going to be heading into the pits? See what he does. Or he just may have just had an error at the start of the race. It's definitely B-Dunk with a really good start. Up 6 places already in the Prema car. It's another one I know, wow. And then I think that is, yep, that is a Carlin. Or a Dams. I can't remember. It's either or. And that is Deer Hunter. Trying to fend off Hopo. Is he going to go down the inside? He does. Can he make the move stick? They're going to side by side in the hairpin. And there's a yellow sector shoot. What's happening? It's Sparky. Sparky is around and he cannot go anywhere. So he's going to let that whole field go around down to 14th. Even F1 Rhodes is going to have around the outside of him. So Sparky down into last place. That opens a huge gap for him, who's already up to 2-second gap over Boss Cookie and Chandler. See Ferrari and Memefern going at it now. They're going they banged wheels a little bit there as they're gonna head down to the back straight. Who's gonna get a better run? It looks like Ferrari nut's gonna get into the slipstream of Memefern. He's gonna pull out to the right hand side of him. He's gonna try and have a drag race with him down to the hairpin of the penultimate corner. Who's gonna break later? Who has the bigger balls? And it looks like it's gonna be Ferrari now. He's gonna be braking as late as possible, and he's gonna get that move done up into 4th place. Now he's gonna have his eyes set on the Tier 1 reigning champion Chandler Seda, as Ham Newton sets another fastest lap of the race. And DRS is enabled now. But yeah, Chandler and Ferrari not doing really well. B-Dunk down to 7th now after I think it was Caspita who got around him. Oh, and somebody spun. Who is it? It's Deer Hunter in the Carlin or the Dams, either one. I can't remember what it is. He's gonna lose. He's gonna drop down all the way to the back now. Sparky into 13th already, off from being 15th on the after a spin at this exact point. I think he might have gone on the gas too early there. It's kind of hard to tell, as GK Phantom is kind of in no man's land. So is Canada King. Maverick is going to be looking at closing the gap to Hoop, who is trying to close down to Taylor, where Taylor is going to be in DRS range of B-Dunk, but B-Dunk's going to be in DRS range of Caspita. But the slipstream is closer when it comes to Taylor, so maybe he can get a better slipstream when it comes down to the back straight. B-Dunk in the Prima. Oh, and Ferrari nuts up at the 3rd. He got around Chandler. Chandler's going to try and switch back. They touch a little bit there. But Ferrari again, the move done up into 3rd place after getting loose out of the hairpin of the penultimate corner. So that's Ferrari into 3rd. Now he's going to have his eyes set on Boss Cookie, who is 2.3 seconds up the road. It looks like B-Dunk getting around Caspita for 6th. Caspita not being able to fight it in the Campos car. He's going to try and get a run. I don't think he's going to work. Nope, it's not going to work. So, Caspita up into, down into 7th, I should say. Is Meanfern looking at Chandler? Chandler ran wide. It looks like Meanfern's going to slot into 4th. Chandler looking good at the start. Now he's starting to fall. He just needs to recollect himself and get back to it. Oh, and Chandler runs wide. He's gonna lose to his teammate B-Dunk. They both run wide. They're both side by side, but B-Dunk's gonna take the position. B-Dunk already up 10 positions already. Oh, but he locks up. He gets a little sideways there. That's gonna hold up. That's gonna check up Chandler a lot, but he's gonna have DRS, I believe, coming down the back straight. So is he gonna use DRS on his teammate? Or if he has any, I think B-Dunk actually. Nope, Chandler does have it. So now he's gonna activate it. Is he gonna be able to gain enough time? You know, it looks like he is closing rapidly, hitting 200 miles an hour in these Formula 2 cars, which is mind-boggling, considering the engine that's in them, compared to a Formula 1 car. Oh, and Chandler's diving into the pits. He's ready going for that pit stop. Looks like Chandler's gonna try and go for that undercut. It looks like Canada King is gonna move up to 11th because of that. Sparky gonna make a little contact. It doesn't look like it. Deer Hunter. Let's see if we can see what happened. There's the question. You lost in Sector 3 apparently. The closest person to him is gonna be the leader who is in the... I have no clue what car that is, honestly. I want to say it's a Campos, but I don't want to say it's a Campos. Can we see what happened to Deer Hunter? It does not look like it. It's definitely devastating for Deer Hunter. Boss Kiki still trying to hold a somewhat of a gap to Ham Noon as the tires are going to be beginning to fade as we're on lap 5 of this feature race. Down to the penultimate car, Ferrarina is kind of closing a gap on Boss Kiki. And the Taylor clan gets by Caspita. And it looks like Maverick and Hoop are going to have a battle. They're going to go too wide into the hairpin. But it looks like Maverick is going to come up on top. But can Caspita get a good run? Not Cas. Hoop. Can he get a good run? No, he's not. Maverick's going to hold the position going into the corner. That is going to be P7 for the man, BRL Maverick. Sporting the number 19 in honor of Antoine Hubert. Sparky's gonna be moving up to 8th now. I don't think he has stopped yet. We'll look at our pit stops. Yeah, so the only people that have stopped are Ham, Caspita, Phantom. Oh, and Phantom gets held. Oh no, this is horrible. Held in the pits. It's gonna be a here. Like he's gonna be getting away now. News for the Campos crew. Caspita loses it. He saves it. Great save by him. Wow. Okay. So I guess if one of those just lets Ham by. F for Phantom, indeed, McFay stays. It's not what we want to see. Tough luck. Boss Kick, you kind of stretching out a gap now. Is he going to be diving into the pits this lap? No, he's not. He's going to be keeping... Oh, but Ferrari Nut does. He's going straight into the pits. Nice entry there for him. Oh, but he gets a little loose on the grass. Mean Friend's going to be moving up to 2nd. B-Thunk's up to 3rd for these pit stops. Anybody else going to be going in? Hoop goes in. Will Sparky? No. It's interesting to see where Ferrari Nut will come out. Yeah, he'll definitely come out behind the leader, but by how far? And will he get jumped by anybody is the question. It does not seem that he will jump by Hooper anybody. Okay, so he comes out 3.3 seconds ahead of He's at 3 seconds. 3 seconds ahead of Chandler. Let's see, is anybody who's gonna be coming in this lap? It looks like maybe... I have no clue, honestly. As we're gonna be looking at any battles on track. Down the back straight goes the 19 of Maverick. Boskeki and Meanfern still staying out. Looks like so they had maybe had a... Yep, they were definitely on the harder compound for the start. So it definitely says something for strategy wise. Looks like Ferrari gets past SF1 Rhodes. He's probably not going to fight it. He's on older medium compound. Oh, and SF1 Rhodes gets loose there. Oh, and he's gonna come back onto the racing line. Oh, and he just misses Chandler. That could have been a disastrous thing to happen to Chandler, considering where he is running theoretically. It doesn't look like anything is really going on right now on track. Let's see if we can find any battles. It looks like B-Dunk's close to the back of Meanfern. They're on the same compound of tires too. B-Dunk's definitely made a lot of ground this race. As they're staying out still, so those medium compound or whatever compound. Let me see what compound those are actually. Yep, the medium compound tires are actually doing pretty well for these two. Well, for B-Dunk especially, considering how much time he's gained on Mainfern. Wow, and look at that Phantom, half a minute down on the next car, which is his teammate, who is on fresher tires. And if you haven't, make sure you go ahead and check out our YouTube channel. And subscribe on Twitch if you haven't, and subscribe on YouTube especially. We have, let's see, Formula 2 tonight, which is these live streams will be a weekly occurrence for Formula 2 now. And then we will have on Saturday nights now, we will have Tier 2 and Tier 1 live streams, as we did last week. And Tier 3 on Mondays with Exia. Make sure you tomorrow just let me look up at the times again. Make sure tomorrow at 6 Eastern for Tier 1 racing at the Bahrain International circuit. And then 2 hours after that is going to be Tier 2 at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Or it's 8 and 10, I can't remember honestly. Make sure you stay, well, make sure you guys come back tomorrow and watch. It'll definitely be a interesting day. As we're gonna continue to watch, oh, it looks like Chandler and Canada King are going at it. Canada King runs very wide there. That's not good. He probably needs to slow down. But he disconnects a little bit there. A little bit of lag from Canada King. Chandler's gonna take the inside. Nothing Canada King can do. Oh, can he? He's gonna come back around the outside. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. He's gonna try to switch back on. Is it gonna make it work? No, I don't think Canada King has it. I don't think he can, and he's gonna succeed. He's gonna give up the position to Chandler. Chandler up into 9th position. Now my question is, I've never really watched, let alone commentated, yes, thank you McFaceface, 8 Eastern T2. I kind of do not know, honestly. I'm kind of new to this of when these medium compound tires will fall off. It looks like it is now the time, so Boskicki into the pits for the soft compound tire because you have to make a tire change in the feature race. So into the pits, that's going to give Taylor Clan the lead of the race. Oops, there we go. Boskicki, where is he going to come out? B-Dunk, Mean Fern all in the pits, Maverick in the pits. So is Sparky. Where does that put him? Well, where does that put Boskicki compared to him? He is going to come out... Oh wow, Boskicki is jumped by Ferrari Nut. Wow, so Ferrari Nut with a really good strong stint, but being in mind Boskicki does have those fresh soft compound tires now. So he's going to be looking feisty. And Canada King gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's definitely not what he wants right now. Hey, how's it going, PPR Grandma? Welcome to the stream, Grandpa. Whoops. Welcome to the stream. It looks like Ferrari Nut's now going to try and be hunting down Hamden, who's on a lap older to Ferrari Nut. Bow's Boskicki already closing in on Ferrari Nut for that, what would be second place. He's definitely gonna have DRS down this back straight. In this back straight without DRS, you are a sitting duck to the person behind you with it. So down the back straight, Boskicki goes. He's gonna be in somewhat of a slipstream. He's gonna reach up to close to 200 miles an hour down this back straight with DRS, but he's way too far back to be able to significantly brings him within half. Ferrari definitely gonna be 2 laps of the race. Net sets the fastest lap of the race though, coming in, and he's still fighting really hard to get that second position. A really good job of placing his car. Let's see if there can be some sort of run going out down to where the hairpin. Can Boskicki get anything done? Ferrari Nut's sticking to that right side. Is he gonna try and move here? No, he's not. He's just gonna slot in because you don't really want to lose too much up to that back straight. Because if you do, it's definitely not ideal there. What Boskicki can do, he's right on the tail of Ferrari Nut. What Ferrari Nut can do is just let him by at this corner here, and he's not. So Boskicki will have DRS going down this straight, which means Ferrari Nut's just gonna be a sitting duck. Around the fast feedback, Boskicki make his move. Ferrari Nut's gonna make his move. Good chance. Ferrari Nut's gonna run out of the corner. Is it gonna work? No position. It looks like we have a yellow in sector 2. Let's see if we can see what that's about. Oh, it looks like it might have been Chandler. No. I have no clue what it was. But Boskicki getting under pressure from Ferrari Nut now. 3-second time penalty. So to go in race 1. And it looks like Boskeki's going to be pulling. See if we can beat on closing into the back of same lap of tires as well. So I don't really think that he's going to be able to close in unless he has a lot more pace than Memefern does, which we have seen a little bit of earlier in the race, especially when he was getting onto the back of him. Down the back straight, Chandler gets really close to the back of Memefern there. Oh, and Sparky and Maverick are having a little battle down the back straight. Maverick, can he make a move around the outside going into the hairpin? No, but he's going to try and do the switchback. Maybe he's going to lock up. He's going to try and switch back on him and make contact there. Now they're going to be side by side heading into the final corner. Can Maverick get the better corner exit? No, he's going to have to sit in behind him, but he's going to have DRS. He's going to have DRS compared to Sparky not having DRS. Here they come into the first corner. They're definitely going to be going side by side. Almost touch there. Sparky getting a little bit ahead. Can Maverick switch back here? Oh, he's going to touch him with his nose, being very careful. And it looks like Sparky's got that move done on Maverick. So good move by Sparky there. Maybe he can. I highly doubt it, but he can maybe try and close somewhat of a gap to Chandler. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Wow, Boss Cookie 2.6 seconds down on heading into the penultimate lap of this. Towards the final corner to start the final lap. B-Dunk goes up into fourth. He makes the move on Memefern. Memefern gonna get him moved back on him. It's gonna be exciting last 2 laps of these two as they're gonna be coming around the last corner to start their penultimate lap. Memefern's gonna have the DRS. Can he get close enough to overtake the Prema of B-Dunk? I do not think so. He's gonna have to sit back and wait to the back straight most likely. Definitely we're gonna have some interesting battles when it comes to the last few laps of these race. You have the possibility of Boss Cookie closing it up on him, and you have B-Dunk and Memefern battling for that 4th position. So Memefern trying to just sit back and rest up before attacking B-Dunk on that back straight, and especially on the last lap of the race. So Memefern about 7/10 back on B-Dunk. He needs to get closer if he wants to have a good draft when it comes to the back straightaway. Let's see if we can get him under braking. Locks up a bit there. It's not going to help him at all. Maybe he can get a really good run compared to B-Dunk. Can he do anything? It doesn't look like it's going to be that good of a run. He's about 8/10 back, but he's going to close some time on him, which is much new to heading into this last lap. Speaking of last lap, Ham around the hairpin, heading towards the final corner to start his last lap of the race as the race leader, has led almost every lap start to finish. Has just utterly dominated, had a really good start, drove away from the pack, made that early pit stop from the softs to the mediums, and just drove these mediums perfectly. But Meanford still behind B-Dunk. B-Dunk's trying to pull a gap on him. I don't think Meanford has it in him. Unless he can make a miracle last lap, I think B-Dunk is going to hold on to that 4th position. Looking down at any other battles, I don't think so. So it looks like these two are going to be our 2 battles, but Ferrari Net's starting to make a little bit of a charge on Boss Cookies. His tires are going to be really falling off right now, and Ferrari Net still has 9 lap old tires, so his tires aren't too old considering how long they can last. And but Boss Cookie, once the softs do fall off, they fall off hard. So it looks like, can he get close enough? Doesn't look like a Meanfern into DRS range. Boss Cookie's hovering at it. He needs to push, and he needs to push as hard as he can. Or he could be just playing it safe and get, let's see, 4th place. Oh, it looks like it's Canada King. Canada King has an issue. He's in the wall. Canada King is. His, that's not his teammate. And it looks like Ham heading down the back straight for Ferrarina is in range of Boss Cookie. Boss Cookie went a little bit defensive there for some reason. I don't know why. Meanford not in DRS range. He's too far out. He was barely out. But he is closing. He's closing in fast. Speaking of which, Ham comes around the final corner to win race 1 here at Shanghai for the Formula 2 Season 2 Round 2 race. Boss Cookie's going to come home in second. Ferrarina third. But Bidunk, amazing drive from 15th on the grid to 4th. Mean Fern, 5th. Taylor Clan 6th. Chandler's going to come out in 7th. Sparky in 8th. Maverick, a big lock up there in the hairpin. See, waiting for Chandler to come across the line now. Here comes Sparky coming across the line. Oh, looks like we have a battle between the two Campos cars. Or did. I guess something happened there. And looks like Maverick's gonna come home in 9th. Hoop in 10th. 11th is gonna be close, I guess. Not really. Oh, SF1 Rhodes and Canada King are battling. They're gonna come. That's gonna come down to the line. But I think Canada King has too many penalties, and he has wing damage compared to SF1 Rhodes, who doesn't. He's gonna defend hard though. He's gonna hug that inside. He's gonna hug that right side, make him drive him wide. But Canada King runs majorly wide. He runs into the gravel. Canada King goes, and he spins. He spins. Caspita down 5-second penalty for unserved penalty. But Canada King, oh, he just drove it too hard into the hairpin and went way into the gravel. But that's gonna give him 14th in this first race. So now we're gonna be heading to the podium for the race 1 results. And the top step, always great for whatever it's called. Look, and then you have Boss Kiki and Ferrari Nut, of course, on the top, on the podium with him. Ferrari Nut, a great drive from 6th to 3rd. Boss Cookie held it really well at the end, because I know that Ferrari Nut was gaining on him. And now we're going to be looking at your race 1 results for Formula 2. Ham Newton with not the fastest lap. Boss Cookie with the fastest lap. It takes home second. Ferrarina up 3 places to 3rd. Bdunk 4th. Mean Fern 5th. Taylor Clan 6th. Chandler 7th. Sparky 8th. Maverick 9th. And Hoop rounds out your top 10. Now for the bottom. Now for the bottom 5, you have Caspita in the Campos, as well as his teammate right behind him. Caspita started in 8th, had a kind of a rough race, ended up in 11th. He'll try and bounce back in race 2. Phantom, SF1 Rhodes, and Canada King round out your finishers. And then non-finishers is Deer Hunter. He will not be coming back in race 2, I do not believe. As we're going to be getting ready for the sprint race now. As we're going to be waiting now for the start of the formation lap for the sprint race. I can't remember who's going to be starting on pole. But sprint races are always exciting. It kind of throws around the grid. And the formation lap is a go. It looks like Sparky is going to be starting first position. Chandler in second. Taylor Clay third. Mead for fourth. Beadunk fifth. Ferrari Nut in sixth. Boss Cookie in seventh. Ham in eighth. Maverick in ninth. Hoop in 10th. Oh, and somebody runs really wide there. Who was that? That was, I want to say that was Chandler. It was Chandler. Ran super wide at that long right hand turn one. Oh, he's in the gravel. Chandler is in the gravel. What is going on with Chandler? Looks like he might have just gone back to the grid. So that was definitely interesting there. Don't know what's happening with Chandler. So 12 lap sprint race. They do not need to be making a pit stop in this sprint race. And then afterwards we will have the winner from the overall weekend. Well, the top three from the overall in the weekend here in the booth for a post-race interview down at the podium. They're heading down the back straight, getting ready for the final race of this weekend, race 2. Definitely spices up things, considering that it's a flip grid from the top 8. So whoever finished in 8th is now in the first, is now in pole, and so on. But definitely for the people below in P9 and below, definitely tough for them because they didn't get that flip. So they're behind all those fast people, and all the people that you would say are kind of around their pace are all the way up front. So they're going to be already having that advantage. It looks like 3 people got sent back to the grid, and Chandler, who starts second, was one of them. So he has cold tires going into the start of this sprint race, which once again is a no stopper. So as we're going to be getting ready for the sprint race, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's go for the sprint race. Who's going to get off to a really good start? It looks like it is going to be, oh wow, Meanford with a ginormous start. He's up into second already. Beadog up into third. Ferrari up into fourth. He's going to try to around the inside of Meanford. Is he going to get second into the turn 3 already? He's going to try around the outside of Meanford. Meanford and Ferrari, amazing starts already of this race. And it looks like Meanford's going to hold off on second. Ferrari slotting it behind. He's going to dive down the inside into turn 4. Can he get it done? Meanford's going to run extremely wide. Beating's going to look on the inside of them both. They're going to run almost 3 wide into turn 5. Meanford getting the elbows out early to show Ferrari who is boss. But Sparky already trying to pull a little bit of a gap. Meanford still battling with Ferrari, now hanging on to the 2. Boss Cookie right behind him as well. Ham as well. Taylor and Hoop, Chandler, Maverick, Phantom, Canada, SF1 Roads, and Caspita rounds out the order so far. But Sparky already getting off to a good start. He has a 1.3 second lead already. 1.2. It's getting closer. Well, it's getting put down a lot. Ferrari getting off to a really good run now. He has a run on Meanford. Can Meanford do anything to defend it? He can't. Ferrarinet's going to dive down the inside into the hairpin. The penultimate corner, great spot for overtaking. Ferrarinet's going to be looking at the move. Can he get it done? Can he get the better run of Meanford? Meanford's going to try and get back with the run. Bedunk is just going to sit back and let it happen. Meanford's going to have the inside of this corner. He's going to have the move done there. But Ferrarinet is not done. He's going to try and get the run into turn one. They're going to run side by side into turn one. Who is going to get the better drive out of it? They're going to... It looks like Ferrarinet's going to back out of it. He's going to try to do the switchback as Meanford runs slightly wide. They touch. They bang wheels a little bit. Meanford still has that inside. But it looks like Ferrarinut finally gets the move done on Meanfern. Wow, that was exciting racing and clean racing, but between those two, very good racing. That kind of left me a bit speechless. Oh, he dives down deep on the inside of Ferrari and he misses massively. That dropped him down about 2 places. I don't think that was the smartest for him to do. As Ferrari now is going to have a pretty good gap as Mem around the left-hand sweeper. Where the three of them are just, very exciting pack racing right here in the midfield and the top 5 especially. And it looks like Boss Cookie's trying to close onto the back of B-Dunk as DRS is going to be enabled next lap. And Ham looking at the back of Boss Cookie, the person who finished second last race and the person who finished first in the feature race, opposite of each other right now. It looks like Ham is going to get that move. He's going to get a really good run into the hairpin. Can he make a move around the outside? Or is he going to try around the inside? He's going to try the switchback. Is he going to get a better run than Boss Cookie? It looks like he is. But Boss Cookie's going to have that inside going into the last corner. It looks like Boss Cookie's going to retain 4th position for now. But Ham is not done. He's going to try and get that run again on Boss Cookie. But it looks like Ferrarina is 8/10 back on Sparky, who's now 7/10, and B-Dunk is starting to lose ground to Ferrarina, excuse me. Ham getting around the outside of Bosco. He gets that move done. Bosco, he's going to try the inside move back. He's going to get double. Can Ham get the better run? Meanfern getting himself in there as well. Wow. These guys are really going at it, and we're only on lap 3 of this race. So now, can Meanfern get past Ham Newton? It looks like Phantom has an issue. Oh, yep, it's Caspita. Oh, it's actually Caspita. He looks like he spun out. He's lost his front wing. Was there a contact with his teammate? It doesn't look like his teammate's struggling with something. I don't want to see the Camp Boss teammates get together, but I think that is what happened. Well, we'll be taking a look at his car right now. Coming by our cameras, it doesn't look like he has any damage, but his teammate can't say the same. Oh, and Ferrarina down the Ferrarina and Sparky down the side by side. Ferrarina trying to get moved on Sparky. But Sparky's defending really well actually. Ferrarina, can he get the move done here with DRS? I think he is. He has the better run around the outside goes Ferrarina up into the lead. B-Dunk up into 3rd. He is looking. He's right there. He's going to move down the inside of Sparky. Sparky losing 2 places within the span of 20 seconds of each other. But can Sparky fight back into turn 3? He's going to dive down the inside. They make massive contact there. B-Dunk forced wide. He's going to have to slap back into 3rd as Boss Cookie, kind of a gap there building between the top 3 and the 4th, 5th, and 6th battle. But amazing racing so far for the sprint race. These guys are just throwing elbows left and right. Sparky and B-Dunk side by side go to the left-hand sweeper. It looks like S1 Rhodes has an issue. Let's see what that's about. Oh, he's wrecked and Caspita retires from the session. Sparky and B-Dunk still going at it. Hoop, it looks like Hoop spun out or something, or there's an issue. I don't know. B-Dunk still behind the back of Sparky. Can he get the move done into the back straight? We'll see. He's going to have DRS, but so is Sparky, as he's going to have DRS on Ferrarina, our race leader so far. So let's go over your order on lap 4 of 12. Ferrari with an amazing start from, I think it was 5th up into 1st already. Sparky down from 1st to 2nd. B-Dunk all the way up to 3rd. Boss Cookie in 4th from 7th. Ham 5th from 8th. Taylor Clan dropped down a bit, and Chandler, who started 2nd, already down in 8th. Not looking good for him. And then BRL Maverick stayed in the same position that he has all from the feature race in the sprint race as well. It does look like Sparky has lost a little bit of time to B-Dunk. Well, I mean, other way around. B-Dunk has lost a little bit of time to Sparky. And it looks like he's starting to fall into the clutches of Ham Newton, Meanford, and Taylor Clan. That battle of 4 right there for 4th. So we might have a 5-way battle for 5th soon if he doesn't close up to that gap to Sparky, which it looks like he is doing now. He is starting to close up to that gap to Sparky. Good racing here in this sprint race. I'm kind of shell shocked. This is amazing racing. There's been some clean racing with some unfortunate events for the people lower in the field. Oh, Casper put on wet tires. That's why he retired. Okay. It looks like Boss Cookie is well. Oh, B-Dunk gets a little. Sparky got a little loose there. Somebody got a little loose. But it does look like B-Dunk and Sparky are starting to fall into the clutches of Boss Cookie, Ham, Mainfern, and Taylor Clans. They're all battling for 4th right now. It's going to be battling for 2nd as Ferrari Nuts starting to pull away from the rest of them. So coming down into the hairpin. Any move's going to be done? It doesn't look like it. Ham going to try and get a move done, it seems. Nope, not at all. So just look at this train of people. No incidents have happened so far that's affected any of these guys. No pit stops, no strategy, just hard racing. Is Maverick? Looks like there was an issue with Maverick. Is he missing something, or he just had a spin out? It might have just been a spin out. Because we're gonna go focus back onto the battle for 2nd between the 6 drivers, I should say now. So lap Ferrari not starting to build that gap to Sparky. B-Dunk trying to keep close with Sparky as a yellow sector 1. I want to say it's Maverick. It is Maverick. Might have spun out there. Tires are probably really hot. Hoops in the pits. He's getting a tire change and a wing change. Oh, okay, so wow, so we do have a really good battle here for 2nd place. We have multiple top tier drivers here battling for that 2nd place. It's definitely going to come down to an interesting few last half of the races. Ham's going to get a move on B-Dunk. B-Dunk, can he get a move back on Ham? And here comes Ham around Boss Cookie as well. Can he get the double move on the back straight? He does, but Boss Cookie is going to try down the inside here. Are they going to make contact? They make contact. Ham runs wide. Boss Cookie, can he keep the hold of that 3rd? And Ham loses 2 places after gaining 2 places on the back straight. So Boss Cookie up into 3rd, B-Dunk down to 4th, Hammond stays in 5th, Muford sitting in 6th watching it happen as Sparky's starting to drive off a little bit as these guys are starting to battle as Boss Cookie goes defensive on B-Dunk. B-Dunk's gonna look down the inside of turn 2, down to turn 3, Boss Cookie's gonna have the inside there. But can B-Dunk get the better run out of 3? It doesn't look like it, but can Ham slip on the inside there? Oh, he gets a little loose, Ham does. And is he going to lose any time? It doesn't look like it. He's going to try and dive down the inside here. No, he isn't. He's going to slide behind the Prima B-Dunk as this train of 5 gets go. Oh, and there goes Boss Cookie. Boss Cookie spins. Boss Cookie spins. He was so good. He was in 3rd place. And he has spun it. That moves Ham up to 4th. It moves B-Dunk back up into 3rd. So now it's a battle of 5. It looks like Chandler is starting to get into the back of this. Oh, and he runs a little bit wide. Chandler does there. Oh, he runs wide again. Okay. Don't know what that's all about, but it looks like it's a battle of Ford for 3rd place right now. Can Ham get the move done on B-Dunk going into the back straight? He's gonna have a really good run with DRS activated and Slipstream. Can he get a move done on him? It's gonna be close. Let's see. He's gonna get the move done. He's gonna move to the left of him. He's gonna try and outbreak him here. Try and get the racing line. Oh, but they make contact, it seems. Oh, and the Prema and the I don't know what car he's in. The Virtusi, whatever it's called. Ham has the inside, but B-Dunk's not going to give up. B-Dunk keeps that 3rd place. He's amazing defending from the Prema driver. As we're entering lap 8, we have sectors 1 and 2 yellow, but he can't overtake here as a yellow flag. So is Ham he's gonna get a illegal overtake because he's in a yellow flag position. Oh, and it's green flags again, so he can get this move, but they're side by side, these two. The Prema and the Virtusi, the whatever it's called. Ham down the inside on B-Dunk. Can he get the move finally done after trying for 3 laps? He does. Can B-Dunk answer back? We'll see. He's gonna try and definitely have to put on a charge from the charging Ham Newton. Canada King picks up a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings for corner cutting. So not what he wants when he's in 10th with SF1 Roads 3/10 behind him. And it looks like Maverick, Hoop, and Casper are not finishers so far. And it looks like B-Dunk is kind of losing ground to Ham Noon, it seems. So, with about 4 laps to go, it looks like Ham Noon's actually disconnected. Or is he just lagging? I think Ham Noon is disconnected. He has disconnected. Ham Noon has disconnected from the session. He is now AI driver. It's down into 4. Oh, this is horrible for him. And Memefern's gonna get by him now. With that. So Memefern's gonna be up in the 4th now. With Ferrari in an amazing gap right now. In first, with a comfortable gap to Sparky, who has a comfortable gap to B-Dunk. But Memefern's still near the back of B-Dunk. He's gonna be trying to look to get by him at some point at this race. Oh, it looks like Chandler's getting by the AI of Ham Newton. This is not what Ham Newton wants or needed. After winning the feature race, he's down in 7th right now. Boss Cookie, who spun out, is going to be catching up to his AI character soon. And it looks like B-Dunk's still holding off to that 3rd place. As Memefern's starting to get to look at a move on him as we're coming into the final laps of this race. So, we have about 3 laps left in this race. B-Dunk is going to try and hold off of that 3rd place for his life from Memefern. So, it's kind of calmed down now. Definitely tough race for the 3 drivers that have DNF so far. Ham Newton is back, which means he's gonna be jumping back into his car momentarily, and which is good because he hasn't lost sight of that pack. Which means if he pushes hard enough, he can definitely get to that back of the pack, and at least say something of what has happened. But Boss Cookie is right there, and he doesn't want Boss Cookie ahead of him, so he's gonna have to get in his car quick. Where is he gonna do it? When is he gonna hop back in? Oh, this is so painstakingly to watch for Ham Newton. Such a quick driver, gets plagued by bad luck. So often he's back in the car. So, Boss Cookie, can he hold off Ham Newton, who's gonna be charged, and he is gonna be furious with his status right now. He was in 4th place and disconnected. But Mean Fern starting to close in on B-Dunk as we only have 2 laps left in this race. We are on the penultimate lap. And it looks like it's safe to say right now, unless something drastic happens, Verona and Sparky, they're pretty calm right now. But the battle we're looking at is that battle for 3rd between the 4 cars. We have B-Dunk, Mean Fern, Taylor, and Chandler, all battling for 3rd, I should say, my bad. As we're coming, it's going to come down to the wire between these 4 cars for the last podium spot, most definitely. But can Meanfern, or can somebody from behind, maybe Taylor or Chandler, surprise us and somehow get past both B-Dunk and Meanfern, which would be a feat in itself, considering how fast all 4 of these drivers, fast and talented all 4 of these drivers are. So it's going to come down to this DRS straight. They're all together. They're all gonna have similar drafts, as Ham and Boss Cookie are there as well. But I don't think they're gonna be able to play a factor into this group. As here we go, down the kilometer straight. Can Meanford get a move done on B-Dunk? He's gonna open that DRS. Where is he gonna go? Is he gonna go right or left? He's gonna go left. He's gonna try around the outside of the hairpin. He's gonna go late braking. He's gonna try and get the better run. Will B-Dunk push him out? No, he won't. But I know B-Dunk, and he will try and run that racing line. And he does. They touch. Meanfern gets loose. B-Dunk keeps that 3rd position. Taylor jumps up to 4th. Chandler's up at the 5th. Meanfern's down to 6 after slight contact with B-Dunk there. Now Taylor's gonna be looking at a chance at 3rd. There goes Taylor around the outside. Can he make it done? They make contact. B-Dunk and Taylor make contact. Oh, they make massive contact there. Oh, Jesus. It looks like Chandler and Meanford are battling now. Taylor, oh my goodness. Out of nowhere, just all of a sudden, was in 3rd momentarily. But it can B-Dunk hold off on this final lap of the race for the sprint race of Formula 2 round 2 here in Shanghai. It has been a thrill. This sprint race has been, this whole race weekend has been a thrill. But it's not over yet. It's definitely not over yet. Because he will have DRS coming down this back straight. And he will have the biggest opportunity, the last opportunity to get past the Prema of B-Dunk. So is he going to try and get that really good exit? He does. He gets a really good exit. He's going to try and close in as much time as he can to B-Dunk. He's going to be reaching excess of 200 miles an hour here, up to 190, 195. Around the outside, can he get it done? He's up in the 3rd, 4th, they're side by side. He's going to try the undercut. Can he get it done? Sparky spun out. Oh no! Oh no, there's a huge pileup. Who's going to take 2nd? It's going to be Chandler. Chandler and Meanfern. Meanfern's going to come in 3rd. Ham Newton in 4th. A recovery drive of dreams. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Yeah, Ferrari, no, it's gonna be a race winner today. Amazing race for him. Wow. Let's see. Going over your grid order, well, your finishing order. You got Ferrana in first, Chandler second, me in third, followed closely behind his teammate Ham Newton. Boss Cookie, amazing recovery drive for fifth. Taylor Clan sixth. B-Dunk seventh. Sparky eighth. He was in second. He was doing so fantastic and spun it out of the hairpin. Tough luck for him. SF on Rose ninth. GK Phantom 10th, and we're just waiting for the last driver, Canada King, to come home in 11th. Great sprint race that was, folks. If you're watching this pre-recorded, you are missing out. That was fantastic. Drama and excitement all in one lap. As we're going to go to the podium for Ferrari, it's standing on the top step. And that was incredible racing there by Ferrari to take home first place. Shocking. I did not expect chance. Maybe, but second after gone through was out of the books. So for the sprint race, definitely driver of the day, Chandler Seda. So we're gonna look at our overall results. It looks like Ferrari, it's gonna be your overall race winner. No, Ham. It's gonna be Ham Newton actually. So I'll get these drivers into.
Hello?
Hello. You don't need to check
What's up?
up your mic, by the way.
Alright, cool. Yo, I got disconnected in that second race. My Xbox froze.
I know. I was talking about it on the
Oh
stream.
my god, man.
Oh,
Oh
that's
wait, are
so
you doing interviews?
devastating. Oh, what? Yeah, because I'm live streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I
So
don't have to check anything?
no, you don't, because it's all done through my computer. Amazing
Who else are you
race.
inviting? Farron?
That was that
Did
was interesting.
Did you see the carnage on the second race?
I was yeah. I mean I was here, so
No, did you see three of the top five crash on the last corner?
yeah. I was watching that. It was fucking insane.
Oh,
I'm trying to get Ferrari out in here. There he is. All right, gentlemen. So we'll start with the podium victories. We'll start off with Hamden. You had a really good feature race, and then you started off really well in the sprint race, and then you disconnected about halfway through, and you came back about 2 laps later, and then you ended up coming home in fourth, I believe. Just explain me through your thought process once the disconnection happened and what you were trying to do once.
right. So,
Yeah.
first race was pretty straightforward. The rain quality was key. Put it on pole by a very small margin. Then the rest of the race went to plan. Uh, the second race, I could not get past Boss Cookie early on through like half the race. So that was kind of frustrating. And then I don't remember what happened before I disconnected. Oh yeah, we caught up to them. I think I passed him for like third or something, and then I fucking disconnected. So came back in seventh. I was right behind Boss Cookie, and then I was about to pass him the uh on the straight on the last lap, and I was on the outside, so I kind of saw him coming up. So I was like, all right, I might as well do the switchback. So I do the switchback. I kind of mistimed it, or he defended well. I don't know. And then we just come out the hairpin, and there's three cars like all facing the wrong way. So kind of got lucky there at the end. So I'll take it. I think I got my places back, maybe bar one or two. So it's all right. I'm looking forward to hearing what happened though. I'm not really sure.
All right, and on to Ferrari Nut. Ferrari Nut, you had a great start in the feature race and an even better start in the sprint race. Just talk me through both races for you.
I mean, the feature race, I definitely didn't qualify where I should have there because of the rain. I took it kind of cautiously, still ended up P6. I think Ham and I were the only two people up front who started on the soft compound tire, which just made us get really good starts. And I basically did the same thing both races. I just stuck to the inside for turn 1 and turn 2 and picked up several spots like that, which that was a key thing for both of my races. I think I ended up 3rd or maybe 4th in the first race out of turn 2, and out of turn 3 down towards the hairpin. And towards the hairpin at the end of the lap, I was coming up on Boss Cookie, and I think he just went a little bit too hard for the situation we were in on different tire strategies, and it kind of ran both of us a little deep, and I almost ran out of road and almost spun the car. But ended up 5th at the end of lap 1 because of that little half spin, and basically just put the hammer down. And I think if that hadn't happened, I might have walked away with both wins this week. But oh well. After missing last week, I'm not going to complain about that. That was a pretty decent start for my season. Second race, just Chandler having nowhere. Chandler was up in the front, had cold tires, and just shot back like he had an anchor hung out. Same thing, just stayed up the inside, chased Sparky down, and then got him down the front straightaway. I had him a little bit off kilter going into the final corner because I had tried to go around the outside of the hairpin at the end of the back straightaway, which put me on the outside for the final corner, which kind of messed his angle up a little bit. And then I shot up the outside down the front straightaway, and DRS straight past. After that, it was pretty much just maintain, 2-3 second gap and don't lose the car. But overall, very satisfying win that race. I feel like I definitely could have had both of them though.
Most definitely, congratulations to you, and we'll move on to Boss Cookie now. Boss Cookie, you had a pretty good first race, ended up 2nd there, and then you spun out in the sprint race, and then with that carnage at the hairpin at the last lap, you definitely made a really good recovery drive coming home, and I think 5th for that sprint race. Just talk me through your race weekend.
The first race, I was surprised I qualified so well. I actually was first the entire lap into the last corner, and I absolutely made a mare of it. It was horrendous on qualifying. But I got P2. It was other than the Ferrari incident, which I think, did you spin on the curb? Or what happened?
I kind of half spun because I had to
Okay.
back out of it and then cut back a little bit to keep from going off the side of the track.
Yeah, so
And when I got back in the gas, it just had no grip.
gotcha. Yeah, I wanted to keep him behind me because I knew that he had better pace than me around here, and so the longer I could keep him behind me, the less chance he'd have later in the race to come back at me. But the first race was fine. I should have started on softs. The strategy wasn't that good, actually. The second race was good still, I guess. I spun. I was P4, and then I spun. I with all the carnage that happened, I'm kind of glad I did spun, because I have a feeling I probably would have been caught up in it if I didn't. But yeah, I had a penalty anyways really early on, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, it was a good weekend. I got lucky the second race.
Yeah, most definitely. And that is going to wrap up our stream for Formula 2 this week. Next week, I have no clue where we are because I don't even know this calendar.
Spain.
Spain, we're in Spain. Okay, apparently we're in Spain. Thank you for staying, come and watch this race. I can't speak. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for our 2 races and Monday as well. With that, I will catch you guys next time. Thank you for coming.